Being an artist is not easy, and we see a lot of commercial hip hop. How do you keep your integrity and be faithful to the real hip hop and not fall into easy money or commercial hip hop?
For me, hip hop is a little bit different for me, I guess, as to what you're trying to get at. I look at hip hop as an opportunity to get out of my circumstances, which was the ghetto. And the only thing I had to do in the ghetto was sell crack. And at the time that we got a chance to get a deal, it was either sell crack or do this music. And we didn't do music because we was the more artistic type. We did the music because we knew Cam and Mace was nice, and we was trying to make a shitload of money so we could stunt and get out the hood. And that's my analogy of it. I mean, I don't know, some people might get a little bit more deeper, but I'm from Harlem. All we saw outside was the hustlers getting a lot of money, and it was only a few ways to get it. And hip-hop was my savior, and I got it.
I'm definitely also I'm from Harlem too. I'm from right by Grant, and I think that in terms of the underground versus commercial thing, I do prison programs. I go talk to youth all the time. The thing to them and to express to them is not if you rap about drugs. If you literally live that lifestyle, then it's definitely it's something that you have to express. My thing has always been to tell kids, make it interesting, you know what I mean? Tell me what it's like to sell the same drugs that you saw your parents hooked on, because most people that I know that sold drugs grew up with that, seeing that in the household. Tell me what it's like to have people glorify a lifestyle that's sometimes not very glorious at all. Tell me what it's like to have to sell crack to a pregnant woman. When you tell me that story, when you make it interesting, when you give it dimensions, that's what the strength of hip-hop is. When you actually make it a story, when you actually make it real, when you talk about the consequences of it, when you give it dimensions, which is what I think everybody on this stage does, you know what I mean? Even from Confessions of Fire, where you had, way back in the day, you know, talk so many different concepts in the music, and everybody on this stage is a conceptual artist. Everybody's song got a meaning, it got pain, and it got suffering in it, which gives it a point, which makes motherfuckers really want to listen to it. So that's all I would add.
Well said.
Tosh
Very
again.
well said. Very well said. Very well said.
Are there any artists that you guys respect that are on the come up right now?
Freddie Gibbs.
Respect is a strong word.
Yeah. If there's actually
there's
a
one
young
dude,
artist that you do.
I heard Money on a couple joints, and I dig his flow, Meek Mills. I mean, you know, I ain't heard all this shit, but I heard a couple times like, wow, you know, when you ask about somebody, who is that? That's what let me know, you know, I appreciated, you know, how he flowed and what he said and everything, but yes, I don't really listen to the radio. I mean, in order for me to hear nigga CD, I have to go buy it, and I'm not gonna buy it if I don't know him. So it's kind of, you know, like that. Yeah.
How would you get put on to like what's fresh and what's current? If they're beyond Meek Mills, if there's somebody that's hot.
Really be concerned about what's fresh and what's current. You know what I'm saying? I pretty much, like I said, you know, I don't want any type of influence whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, you know, feel like this is the direction the game is going in, so I gotta go that way. This is what people are doing now, so I don't want any of that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to, you know, keep my shades on, the shades that allow me to see things the way I see things. You know what I'm saying? Because my interpretation has definitely, evidently been a good one. So if it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it. And, you know?
There you go.
Anybody else?
There you go.
You know, I like Wiz Khalifa, artists like that. I like A$AP Rocky. I like Tiger, you know what I mean? I like what they doing. They got their little fashion thing going, and they got, you know what I'm saying, some dope beats and all that. You know what I mean? I can appreciate what they doing, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I like J. Cole, too. I think he's a very intelligent MC. I heard a song that he did about being fathers to your children, you know, and for him to be so young and take that approach on the record, I thought it was dope, so I like J. Cole.
Well, I just want to say something. If you went to Rock the Bells 3 years ago, you saw an act you never heard of called B.O.B. You saw an act you never heard of called Big Sean, Mac Miller, Wiz Khalifa, Schoolboy Q will be out this year, TDE, West Coast Act, you know. I think that Rock the Bells itself has been a platform to try to develop talent on the paid dues stage, on the 36 Chambers stage. So if you're not checking for stuff, you know, on the blogs, you can come out to Rock the Bells, and you're gonna remember this name, Watsky. No one, you know, that kid's ridiculous. I'm telling you. As far as new versus old, I don't see that. Good music is good music is good music. period.
Now, Jada, I actually live in Mount Vernon, so I see you around every now and then in 4th Street Park. So I was just wondering, since you got all this money and you know you're here, how do you stay humble so you could connect with your fans and still be on the block, but still be able to, you know, be with the celebrities and still be, you know, down? How do you balance that out with humbleness, but still know, you know, I'm the shit?
I mean, you know, I come from a good household. You know what I mean? I keep good people around me. And that's basically it right there. You never forget where you come from or never forget what you went through to get where I'm at now, and that's just the gist of the whole thing, you know. When you come from where we come from, you can't forget.
Exactly. Yeah. I can vouch for the fact that, you know what I'm saying, this is a brother who actually recognizes, you know what I'm saying, some of his blessings, one of them being having both parents, you know what I'm saying? When, you know, every other nigga you know don't, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, not that it gets you and, you know, make you think you different or special, but just, like I said, appreciating that blessing, you know what I'm saying? Because I met his mom.
Yeah, he had to talk to my moms and pops for me to sign my first deal.
Exactly. Man, you know, great parents, you know?
And we actually, and if you listen to the Cypher Sounds of Rosenberg show with Kate Fox, we had Jada's mom on the phone with him on Mother's Day.
Hold up.
With you! You were there.
Also, too, darling, Jadakiss is the people's champ.
Yeah.
Like, everybody loves Jadakiss.
Yes, they do.
That's Billy Dance telling you that, so you already know, baby.
Hello. How do you guys feel about artists? I love him, A$AP Rocky, being that he's a native New Yorker, but his whole style is straight Southern, West Coast. Yeah, I love him. I mean, would you guys work with him if you're not already
A$AP
working
is
with
dope.
him?
I got songs with A$AP Jones, and they pulled him out at shows. He from Harlem. A$AP has a nice, promising career. He humble, he work hard, he good.
Has a great team.
No doubt. Yeah, he gonna be all right. Definitely. Don't just think we new artists bashing. We ain't bashing nobody, you know.
Yeah.
Don't make it to one of those, the great debates. We love everybody. You know what I mean?
X's question is actually for you.
Okay.
So I've been hearing little rumblings from certain people that this show, the Rock the Bell show, is kind of a prequel to Rough Riders Reunion. Is there any truth to that, or would you like to elaborate? You or
This
Kiss?
might actually help Live Nation come up on the numbers, and then we'll be able to, you know, once they see the effect that it has. Yeah, you know. Jones, you know what we talking about.
Exactly. I mean, it's like you said, it's always a possibility, but everything has to, you know, fall in line. You know, all the pieces got to come together, and I guess that's the one thing that's stopping it.
But we love each other, Steph. Know what I mean?
Oh, that's not that.
Rough Riders,
For life, man.
Yeah, we family. For real, like so
Family.
all y'all.
Not-
I mean,
not-
you
not-
know that,
not-
but
not
some of the
making it
other
just
ones
cool with
might
each
not
other.
know that. Yeah.
Family. And we just talked about some shit in the dressing room. Like, yo, if you know you got somebody you consider family, yet you never have a disagreement, then
One
somebody's
of y'all
full of shit.
Yeah.
Real talk. It's just how you handle that disagreement that establishes the fact that you're family. You know what I'm saying? It lets you know that you're family. It's like, all right, you feel like that, I feel like this, but nigga, I still love you, and you know, we gonna drop that ball and pick up another one, and you know, get down the court. Now let's get it.
I got one more because there's so many veterans up here on the stage. And my niece is like 18. I told her where I was coming. I told her EPMD, this, that, and third, and she hit me with the who. And so I'm asking for you guys, when y'all hit the stage, are y'all gonna do kind of a hip hop 101 to remind the under 21 crew, Eric?
Not at all. Those that's supposed to know is gonna know. This ain't, you know, we ain't handing out icicles with this show.
Exactly.
This is Rock the Bells, baby. It ain't Rocky to sleep.
Yeah. Well, there won't be a history lesson with this motherfucking show, man. Like, you don't know
to
you.
hear with Eric. Bro, that was really for Eric because, you know.
I had to answer that for my man. He dope.
What the fuck are you doing?
So you're gonna do a little hip hop 101 for them, E?
Nah, I
Just to
think,
remind
like,
them?
Yeah, people who come to Rock the Bells know what Rock the Bells is, and Rock the Bells is 90s hip hop, and you know I'm not gonna try to change it for no reason. You know, for the young kids. They come to learn, and I'm gonna show them, you know, what the hit squad is if they don't know, you know. So and they understand it when they leave about hip hop.
If they bought a ticket to a show where they didn't know nobody was performing, then they're gonna learn to not do that dumb shit again, or they're gonna enjoy the show and realize that they're a fan of the music. It's one or two things, you know. If they in that motherfucker, they gonna find out.
If they don't know, man,
You gonna learn it, ain't?
I don't got a problem convincing either. So, no problem.
Yeah.
I ain't got a problem convincing them.